What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Ever since I finished my game, I've been having trouble sleeping because it didn't have this feature implemented into it that I knew would make it like 1,000 times better, but I didn't have it implemented, and it was this. Just a simple timer, and that literally was ruining my life. So I decided yesterday, but I haven't slept yet, but it was yesterday. So I decided yesterday that I should just add it in, make a tutorial. I would feel good about myself. So here, as you can see, it's working. Everything works, and here's a tutorial to show you guys how to do it. Okay, so first thing you're gonna want to do, probably shouldn't do it in this game, but whatever. I'm sure you guys don't mind. Okay, so here, first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna wanna go here. Well, let's see, which one did I actually use for this? It'll be maybe winner. Okay, so first thing you guys need to learn is you need to organize your tables or your like scripts. Otherwise you're gonna be like me and you're gonna be wandering around not having an idea. Okay, so here it is. BP start timer. If you guys don't know how to make a this is usually called a UMG. It's basically just a like graphical interface. But if you go, my eyes be like, what? Okay, if you go user interface, obviously, let's close this. If you go here, user interface, widget blueprint, click on that, it'll create a new blueprint. And then basically, it'll just have like nothing there. So then all you need to do is you need to add a text, align it to, but like this canvas will already be here. Or maybe if the canvas panel isn't here, you just click here, or you search up here, go canvas panel, and then you drag it in, and then you just click here, then there you go, and then just drag it out if it doesn't fit fully. And then to create the text, it's literally the exact same way. Let's go here, text, bam, and then text, when I make it in the middle. Well, does Control Z that? I'm not quite sure what that does, but wait, ooh, I'm still moving around. Aha, I see why. I put the text in the wrong thing. Okay, there you go. Okay, so text, middle. I hope it didn't change this one around. No, it didn't. Text, middle. Remove those. So then it goes here. And then for some reason it doesn't quite center properly. Well, because it's centering it from the like here, from like the top left. For some reason, I don't know why it does that. It should do it from the middle. But here's the settings that I did. I did 400. So let's just copy this. Copy. Paste. Then copy. Paste. There's nothing under here either, by the way, in case you're wondering. But basically, I just tried to align this to the like the actual center of the box. As you can see, it's still a bit to the left, but it's fine. It looks fine. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why it doesn't like actually like set it properly. Okay, so next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to promote this to a variable. Maybe change the name, call it like, I don't know, timer text. Timer text. I just noticed that my UI is covering that up, so let's remove that so you guys don't get like your experience ruined. But there we go. So then here, actually, oh yeah, okay, so here I'm setting the window timer. Okay, so this is fine. I'm actually not quite sure. Wait, what? Oh, I think this was like for some old code that I just never removed it for. Because I don't remember. This should not set the time. It doesn't. Yeah. See, it's just old code, so it doesn't. This doesn't matter. But basically, what this is it's a function kind of. Well, it is a function. See, if you want to like guess something, or like if you want to bind something to like a number or something in another class, you need to use a function. Or you can also basically what you do is you would create one of these functions, and then you would create a variable or you get a set variable of this. So then you like have another variable, or you go here, promote to local variable, or promote to variable, and then you just use that. As you can see, okay, it's promote to local variable. There. I don't know, let's call it BP local game mode. And then, okay, so we have BP local game mode. Then if you go back here on the designer, we can then go here. Huh, it's not public. Oh, it's because we haven't compiled. See, need to compile. But if you go here, then you can, as you can see all of these. Look at all of these. All of these, you can get all of these. So basically, if I wanted, I don't know, because the P1 is basically referencing a player. That's why there's so many functions. But say, for example, if I wanted, okay, so here, say if I wanted time in, I can get time in there, which is an int, or I can get like index, or I can. So basically, this text is gonna be set to whatever like variable I select here. So yeah, that's basically what like this does. So yeah, we don't need it for this, but if you wanted to like make something more complex, that's how you do it. But okay, so back to here. Okay, so what I did to create this timer is on the event timer, because okay, so first thing I did was I got this timer spawner delay thing, which is basically just a 5-second delay, as you can see there, from my BP game mode. See, if I was smart, I would have created the variable and I would have just dragged it in there, and I wouldn't have to cast here, which is way more efficient. I'm not sure if it is way more efficient, but like I would already have a local variable to it, so it'd be basically the same. But on the event tick, I call timer, and then just so it doesn't like constantly call it, I use this do once because I only wanted to do it once, because otherwise it will keep spawning in or keep like going through this a lot of times. So then I use that do once. I have a delay. So as you can see here, I'm setting player delay equal to this time delay player spawn, which is, so it's gonna be 5 seconds, and then I'm -3 so I can get it for a reasonable time. Because the way my game works is that like at the start of the game there's like a cutscene, so I don't want to play in at the very start of that cutscene, so that's why I added that delay. So you don't actually need this. You can just have the do once and connect it up to there. And then I have the set color overlay. My mic's too close to think my mouth, so let's move it away for a bit. So I have the set color overlay, which will set color overlay of this text here. So for example, if I wanted to get this, if I wanted to get the text we just created there, we would go get text, drag it out, set color opacity, and then set text. No, not set to text. Set text. There we go. Again, wrong. I'm really ballsing this up. Set text. There we go. Widget set text. And then if I want to put in like poo, that would now be time text poo poo, as you can see. So this is why I told you to create that variable, or create this text here and make it an is variable. Don't forget to make it an is variable, because otherwise it won't pop up here. Let's delete that for now because we're not going to be using that. Well, I'm not going to be using it, but like you guys can. And so for example, this, it basically just changes the color of the text. So for example, I wanted it to start off red, then go orange, and then I also set the text here. So as you can see, it's 3. So for when it runs this, it's going to change the color to red. It's going to set the text to 3. Again, there is a better way to, like, it's not a better way, but if you want to, you could do a, you could do an int. So you could have another int there, and then just minus every time. But since I'm only doing this like 3 times, I didn't really see the point of creating an integer for it, and I just did it manually. But you can create an integer and then just drag it in there. For example, it won't well, it first, well, okay, I'm gonna show you this just in case. This is the float, but it works the same. So basically, you go to string, because let me just check, but I don't think... Oh, no, you can. You can drag it in to float. Never mind. I'm being stupid. I thought you couldn't. I thought you needed to convert it to string first. But you can't just drag it in. So if you are going to do the int method, just like drag it in, get it, and then bam. And then you're going to need to set it, obviously, to, like, when you take away. But here we have play sound, which just plays the sound that I have set. And then, again, there's the 1 second delay. So it's just counting the seconds, basically. And then, so after this, it's going to change it to 2. Change the color to orange instead of red. And then the timer will play again. And then here it'll change it to yellow. And then it'll set the color to yellow. And then it'll set the time to 1. And then it'll delay 1 more second. And then it'll set the color opacity and color to green. Set the text there. And then play the sound go sound, which is a slightly different sound that I have. And then, okay, so I'm going to need to show you the... So first of all, I'm going to delete this so I don't don't forget it. But you guys can leave it in there. And then in order to actually get it to display in game, you need to do this. You don't actually need this function, but you need this basically. You need this part. You need to create BP start widget or whatever your widget's called. So you just go in here, create, and then the name of your create widget. And then you just select the class, and then you add it to viewport because you're basically adding the screen that way. Or there's also a function called add to player screen, which will add it to the screen, but then you kind of need to get it's like adding to player screen is more useful when you're doing co-op games. Forget what I mean, because this will just add it to the viewport, which is basically the screen anyways. So you may as well just use this. I think there's probably an advantage to it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So basically here I add... So basically here I have this 0.1 second delay to check if... Because I don't want it to display in my main menu, so I have this is menu, which I then like... Which is usually set to false. But when it is in the menu, I like change that to true. And when you're casting, there's like casting is basically takes a few more milliseconds than it running this, so I needed to add this like 0.1 like millisecond delay here in order for, like before it actually added this to the screen, which the user won't notice the difference, and it will work way better. So yeah, if you guys are going to try and like do this and you don't want to show up in the menu, I would recommend creating an is menu function, then just casting to the game mode, then change this to true when you're on the menu, and then yeah, it'll work perfectly, and the timer won't show up. But yeah, so basically here we create the timer, and then we add it to the viewport, and then here I have a delay of, again, this is 5 seconds as you can see here, and then I +1 because it actually takes like 6 seconds to get rid of it or something. There's definitely a reason for that +1. And then I remove from parent, which basically deletes it from the screen. There is a delete all widgets, but I would not recommend using that because it will delete all the widgets, and sometimes you'll have other widgets on the screen. And then basically I just have it like running here from the event play. I have all this stuff over here which you can ignore, but here, as you can see, add timer to screen. That's the wrong one. It's oh, here. As you see, add start timer to screen. Event play, add start timer to screen. It will run that true, and it will get it working perfectly. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys out. I don't really think there's anything else I can show you guys. But do leave in comments if you guys have any questions. But I think that's about it. It's very simple, very, very simple. And I'm pretty sure I took a bit too long to explain it, to be honest, if like considering how simple it is. But if you guys do have any questions, just put it down below. And that's my alarm going off because it's currently almost 9 o'clock. So yeah. If you guys do have any questions, leave it down below. And this is your boy Vmancool, and reporting out. Also forgot to say this, but the game link is down below again, because why not? So yeah, if you guys do want to go check it out, do make sure to check it out. I make no money from it. Or, well, obviously I don't make any money from it. It's a Google Drive link. But yeah, to make sure to go check it out if you guys want to. I promise you it's not a Bitcoin miner. And yeah, so you guys want to, go check it out. And this is Vmancool, I'm reporting out.
And I don't know why I'm riding. First day like my God.